dear children, welcome to our social online class. Today we are going to discuss about the next part of the second lesson. You know everyone, second lesson is energy from the sun. Energy from the sun, right? In this lesson we discussed some areas in the last classes, that is the solar radiation and how the earth getting the energy from the sun, it is called as the insolation. And again, which is the energy received by the earth again to radiated back into the space. This total information is called as the terrestrial radiation. And another one, the angle of incidence, how the sun rays are fall on the earth's surface and how it is affected on the people or on the earth. And next one, the heat balances, how the earth balances the heat on earth's surface. And the water distribution, the temperature distribution between the water and the land. And final one, global warming. What are the reasons for global warming and how can we controlling this global warming? These areas we discussed in the last class, right? The second part of the lesson is temperature. Temperature. What is temperature? You know everyone, generally temperature in our minds, what we are raised in our minds, temperature means it is a representation of heat, right? Heat. But generally temperature is the measurement of heat, hotness or the coldness by the temperature. Temperature is the representation of hotness or the coldness. It is the measurement of hotness or the coldness. That is called as the temperature according to the physics. So just take the example. Sometimes we are suffering from the fever. The time the doctor are examined our body, the temperature will be little bit increasing. How can he tested? With the use of one instrument. It's called as the thermometer. Everyone know that, right? Thermometer. That is the instrument used to measure the temperature. Thermometer, right? How can temperature is the measurement of hotness and the coldness. Temperature is measured by the instrument thermometer. Thermometer is used to measure the temperature of the body, of the room, of the surroundings or the particular regions measured by the thermometer. And how can the temperature measured? Take example, the length measured by the meters. The liquid objects are measured by the liters. The weight measured by the kgs. Like the temperature is also measured by the degrees Celsius. Degrees and Celsius. Degrees and Celsius. Degrees and Celsius. The temperature is measured by the degrees and Celsius. Okay, next one. Next in our topic, temperature, where the highest temperature found in the world, where the lowest temperature found in the world, and what is the highest temperature caused to boil the water, and which is the lowest temperature the water gets into the freeze. And very least temperature area. What is the very least measure of temperature? Very lowest measure of temperature. These 5 areas are discussed in the high and low temperature area. And first one, where the highest temperature found in the world. Where you know everyone, generally the temperature, highest temperatures are recorded in the desert areas. Yes or no? Why? Because those are getting very high temperature, very low rainfall, scanty of rainfall. It is caused to increasing the temperatures in the desert areas. Like in the world greatest desert is Sahara Desert. You know everyone, Sahara Desert. Where it is located? In the Africa continent. Where it is located? In the Africa continent. And especially the highest temperature was recorded or found in Azizia. Azizia, it is the place in Sahara Desert. In which country? Libya. In which country? Libya. Where is the Libya is located? Take example, this is the Africa continent. In this Africa, here the Libya is located. Libya. Here the Libya is located. Here the Azizia. Azizia, it is the place here. Here the world highest temperature was recorded. What is the highest temperature? World highest temperature? 57.8 centigrades. 58.8 degrees centigrade. 57.8 degrees centigrade temperature was recorded. 57.8. Easily we can remember in our minds. 57, 7, 8. It is in the alphabetical in the order. In order. So 57.8, it is the highest temperature recorded in Sahara Desert, Africa continent, in the Libya country. Where is the place? Azizia. When it was founded? 1922. 1922, the highest temperature was recorded in the world in the Sahara Desert, Libya at Azizia. Again, the lowest temperature recorded. Generally, the lowest temperatures recorded in the pole regions. Why? Because the sun rays are not directly fall on the pole regions. Slantly fall on the pole regions, it is caused to getting very low insolation and caused to getting low temperature. So in that, which is the place? The Vladivostok, Vostok, it is the place. The Vostok, where it is located? Vostok station in the Antarctica region. Where it is located? In the Antarctica region, Vostok. It is the place, Antarctica region. Vostok is the place. What is that? Vostok in Antarctica. Vostok. Which year it was recorded? In the year 1983. 1983. How much temperature here? Minus 87, 9.7. Minus 89.7 degrees centigrade. 7 degrees centigrade. This is the lowest temperature recorded in the world and it is the highest temperature. Highest temperature is 57.8. Lowest temperature minus 89.7. Minus 89.7. And here 1982 Vostok. What is the place? Vostok. Where it is located? In the Antarctica. This is the highest and lowest temperatures were recorded in the world at first. And another one, still today these are the highest and lowest temperatures also. And next one, when the water, in which temperature water boiled? Nearly 100 degrees of temperature the water can boil. Water can boil. When the water can into the freeze, 0 degrees centigrade. 0 degrees centigrade. At 0 degrees centigrade, the water can freeze. When the water boiled at 100 degrees centigrade temperature. So generally the temperature is calculated. We know everyone the integers. What is integers? There are two types of numbers, that is the positive numbers and negative numbers. Yes, the positive numbers are all on the right side of the zero. The negative numbers are in the left side of the zero. Negative numbers are all left side of the zero. That means what is the value here? What the numbers which is in the left side of the zero, those are all lower than the zero. Lower than the zero. The right side of all the numbers, it is all called as the positive numbers are very bigger than the zero. That's like here you understand minus 89.7 means it is very lower than the zero. But what is the very least temperature? Minus 273.16 centigrades. What is very least temperature? There is no, this is the last point, least temperature. Minus 273.16 degrees centigrade. Minus 273.16 degrees centigrade. Okay, this is very least temperature. This is very least temperature. This is the last point. Okay, right. How much temperature is the minus 89.7 is the lowest temperature. Okay, this is the information about the lowest and highest temperatures, and the water boiled at 100 degrees, water can freeze into at 0 degrees. Which is the lowest temperature? Minus 273.16 minus 276.16. Right, take example. Minus 5 degrees centigrade is lower than 0 or is lesser than or the bigger than the 0 is lesser than. That like the questions are asking in that page number 24. Right. And here second point, recording temperatures. How the temperatures are recorded? Generally the temperatures, the lowest temperature of the day by using the 6 maximum and the minimum thermometer. 6 maximum and minimum thermometer is used to calculate the day temperature. Which thermometer is used to measure the day temperature? 6 maximum and minimum temperature. This is one type of thermometer. It can use to day temperature. Right? How it can measure? They can take in the average temperature levels of the month. Average temperature levels of the month. Every month they can record the temperatures. Take example, month of January, what is the temperature? How can they calculate month of January temperature? They can take in the average temperatures of the month. That means every day the temperature calculated. That's can divided by total days. Then we get the average temperature of the month. That's like in February. The total temperatures of all the days, either 28 or the 29. Those are all the temperatures. The sum of all the temperatures, all the days of temperatures can divided by the total days in the month. Then we get the average temperatures of the month. That's like they were recorded that month temperature, the temperatures of all the months in the year. The temperatures of all the months a year. Take example here, see the table. The Anantapuramu district temperatures are given here. The month of January, what is the minimum temperature and the maximum temperature? And the February, March, April, May, like the temperatures, all the months in the day, up to December, they are given the temperatures in the textbook. So these are all average, the sum of all the temperatures, all days of temperature divided by the total days in the month, then we get the average temperature of the months. That's like they are recorded the temperature in every month. It can help to find out the climatical conditions of the particular region. It can help to climatical conditions of the particular region. Okay, right. Here next topic in this lesson. Is the differences. Different places have different temperatures. This is one of the topic. What is different places and different temperatures? That means the temperature is not uniform, is on the earth's surface. So many differences between the regions. Some regions getting very cold, some regions very hot climate. Some regions are getting moderate climate. These are the differences of temperatures in different regions. Okay, that we discussed in the next class. Okay, are you understood what we are discussing in this classroom? What is temperature? It is the measure of hotness and the coldness. It is measured in with the use of which instrument? Thermometer. It is measured in Celsius or the centigrades. And the highest temperature, where it is located in 57.8 degrees in Azizia. Lowest temperature minus 89.7 in Ostak in Antarctica. And next one, the highest and the very highest point of the temperature 100 degrees, lowest minus 273.16 degrees of centigrade is the very lowest point. At 0 degrees the water can into the freeze. And next one how the temperatures are recorded. They are calculated the everyday temperature. Which instrument, which type of thermometer? 6 maximum and minimum thermometer. 6 maximum and minimum thermometer was used to measure the day temperature. Then they are recorded everyday temperature. Finally in the month they were taken the average temperatures of the month that can recorded. Right? This is the information we discussed in this class. In the next session we will go to discuss about the differences of temperatures in different regions. What is the reason for this? Those things we are discussed in the next class. Okay. Thank you everyone.